It's the Washington football team taking on the Miami Dolphins.
We are just inside the Beltway, about 10 miles east of the Capitol Dome as we come to you from FedEx Field here in Landover. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Miami Dolphins and the Washington football team. And he'll get it up past the 20 to about the 22. So out comes the Washington offense onto the field. They'll be taken out by the product of the University of Louisville, the talented Teddy Bridgewater.
Would you say that last week's performance by him, workmanlike in terms of numbers? 1 touchdown, 1 pick, but obviously a loss. Yeah, that's the bottom line for him. All he cares about is how do we find a way to win the game. Maybe leans on a few other parts of the offense, and hopefully springs a receiver or two free.
Bridgewater now looking to throw on first. Short little throw to Ebron. 10 yards there to start the drive, and just enough by about the length of the football for a first down.
You don't always expect tight ends to be big in terms of run after the catch, but after that play, he joins a growing band of players that's putting that stereotype right on its ear.
Now the pass finding its way into the hands of Eric Ebron. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. Consecutive catches for him. That good for 11. So the same tandem connecting on back-to-back throws to start the game.
And maybe throwing the scouting report off just a little bit. That's not exactly what they think is going to be their #1 receiver, but he's producing already early in this game.
On first down, this is Geis. Powers past him at midfield. And he takes it down deep into enemy territory. A big play there out of Geis. Give him 52 yards on the ground. That opening drive rhythm continues right into play number 3.
Whatever they decided that they wanted to run before the game, it's working pretty well for them right now. Moving the ball downfield at a nice rate. And guess what? I think the chain crew might have to get a little...
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Teddy Bridgewater with touchdown number 12 on the year. And Washington takes the ball down the field and scores on their opening drive. Now, this is a crew, they've come out flat their last 2 games, both losses, but just judging by the energy level, they look different here early, and that touchdown shows how.
Yeah, it seems to me that touchdown gets them off the treadmill. Because, you know, you've been on the treadmill. I've seen you work out. You go forever and ever, and it tells you you've gone somewhere, but you're really out here in the same spot. They've exchanged it for an escalator. Still got some hills to climb, but they can get there.
These are good analogies. I run outside sometimes, though. You get some fresh air, a little sun on your face.
A little wind in there.
Yeah, that's right. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. So now here are the Dolphins getting set for their first drive. And they'll be led out by their mobile quarterback, standing 6'4". It's Colin Kaepernick.
A true dual threat at the quarterback position, and let's remember him. Back in the 2012 season, that game in the playoffs that he had against Green Bay. Ran for 181 yards and 2 scores. Threw for 2 touchdowns. That's the kind of potential he brings to the table every time he steps on the field.
A check on Breida's numbers from last week. 9 carries, 123 yards.
He's the #2 runner in the league, and you just know the offensive line wants to get him to #1 because most of the good ball carriers, they take care of their linemen. Could be a golden watch in their future if he becomes the leading rusher.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. 15 yards on the play, first down. That's the #2 receiver in the NFL in terms of yardage. And tell you what, a few more plays like that, he won't be #2 for long.
But that's what often happens when you have competitors running around the field. These guys...
Well, he challenged the play. It did not pay off.
And that means he lost a timeout in that challenge.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Ricardo Allen with a pick. And he's able to get him back here to the 43-yard line. Oh, Watt shaken up. J.J. still down here following that last play. Well, he gets attended to. We'll step aside. 3-yard shotgun handoff now to Geis. Yeah, this will leave him a yard short. Nice pickup of 9 yards on first down. The last run got 9. That leaves him with 2nd and a yard.
Brings up 2nd and 1.
The toss right to Geis. And that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaken up on the play. While the training staff works on him, we'll step aside and be right back. 3rd and short yardage. Bridgewater to the right side to Eric Ebron. That'll make it 4th down after a loss of 1.
If you're a selfish player and you're throwing the ball, you're cool with the completion. Maybe not so cool with the yardage loss, though, huh?
Yeah, you went backwards on the yardage. Hey, it kind of works like a sack for the defense there.
Yeah, it's a really big play for them, right? Able to figure it out, sniff it out, and finish it off.
They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces him to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Now we get a peek at the captain of this offense heading back out there. And he comes out on the heels of an interception he threw last time they had the ball.
Yeah, and you know, the quarterbacks that I know that are the best ones, the ones that really know how to lead their team, they tell them, that's on me. That's my bad. But let's go back out there and move ahead again, guys. We can get this done.
One good thing for him, it did only lead to 3 points and not a touchdown after that turnover.
Big thanks to the defense.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Wade in the gun. He's going to air one out. And that's caught inside the 30. And they're able to work this to the 25 before it's all said and done. 39 yards there, a big one.
Press coverage on the outside, and for defenders, that's the ultimate risk reward. If you take the risk, can you reward yourself by keeping them on the line of scrimmage? But no, not on that one. Got to step on them. Now it's just a matter of laying the ball out there for him to go get it.
Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. 12 more yards there and another first down. You know, he's already thrown for more yardage in this first quarter than he did all of last week.
And I could be snarky here and say, well, he didn't throw for a lot of yards last week. But the bottom line is he put in a great week of practice and really came out ready to go in this one.
And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. That catch good for only a couple.
Defensively here, you're facing a top-5 team in terms of points scored in the NFL. So when they're that high-powered, you've got to find a way to hold them under 20. Because to me, that's the magic number. 20-point score gives yourself you give yourself your best chance to win.
So if they're up around 24, 28, 30, they could be in some trouble.
And I think so, because then you turn it into a shootout. And that means your offense has to keep pace.
To throw on 3rd down. Wade dancing to his left. Strong coverage by Washington. And now 4th down.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So they put together a good little drive there, but ultimately stalling out in the red zone.
Yeah, I know a lot of people look at it as a little bit of a negative. They didn't get 6 points out of it, right? Didn't get the touchdown. But that's actually okay. They got 3 points, able to give their defense a little bit of rest, let them settle down over there. So all in all, to me, that's a good drive.
1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
So here's Washington now to take over. They lost 2 straight coming in, but good news for them right now. They've got the lead and the football. Bridgewater on first down. Got his man, Robbie Anderson. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. That's good for 21 yards on the catch and run. Just the first quarter, but tackling going to be so important going forward. They've got to limit plays like that.
And that's something when you see it happen early in the game and they don't get him on the ground, you can always tell that they were concerned about it going in. Because I can just tell you from my days, I remember being in college and worrying all off-season about our season open opponent. And they had a receiver that could shake and bake with the best of them. I tackled him on the first pass of the game, and the relief was incredible. Ended up having a pretty decent ball game. But if I'd missed him, it would have been a different story. Long night.
Now a throw here on second down, and that's complete. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11. Out of the gun, Geis. He's brought down at the 34. Call it a gain of 4.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. From the shotgun, it's Bridgewater. He's got the connection over the middle to Diggs. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 23. It's a first down for Washington on a pickup of 11.
23-yard line.
And they'll try the jet sweep here. And he's able to break out of one tackle, but then quickly brought down. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain. Brings up 2nd and 9.
From the gun, Bridgewater. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. 6 yards is the pickup, and that'll lead to a third down.
Brings up 3rd and 3.
They had the catch on second down, but it didn't help at all, and now they're looking at third down here. 10-3 our score after 1 here on EA Sports. Bridgewater from the gun on third down. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he takes it down to the 13 and picks up the first. And they keep those sticks moving forward, that time with a gain of 3.
At the 13-yard line.
Back to the ground game now with Geis. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
2nd and 5.
They'll run with Geis. And from the 9, they get this to the 5-yard line.
The ball carrier.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Now he's hit, and Bridgewater loses the football.
Teddy Bridgewater sacked. A fumble on the play.
Much like a running back going through the line, quarterbacks have to be aware of protecting the football as well. He left it exposed that time, wound up having it knocked free, but fortunately, had an alert teammate who was able to get it.
And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalpost, and they will stretch their lead to 10 now at 13-3. So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays, and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
The Dolphins offense now working their way back onto the field. Their drive last time, it stalled out. They were forced to take the short field goal.
And the key phrase, you nailed it. Forced to, because you know coaches look at these short field goals as a last resort, right? To them, that's not how drives are supposed to end. You're supposed to put 6 on the board. That's a consolation prize, like going to the county fair. You don't get the big stuffed animal on that one, do you?
No, you don't go top shelf. That's bottom shelf material.
Defenses always talk about earning the right to rush the passer on third down, and you know what offenses want? win first down so they can set things up for themselves better.
And that wasn't helpful there. Not a big impact on first down. This is Breida. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
This defense is really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
On 3rd down, Wade. And that is incomplete. The passing game not in sync here early. And now it's 4th down.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
They're going to try and throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 30. And all the way in for a Miami touchdown. David Njoku, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins have got it back to a 1-score game. That certainly went against the traditional ways of playing football, but who cares? Look at the result. Big touchdown.
They went for it on their own side of the 50. So there's conservative, there's aggressive, and there's really aggressive, which is what we just saw there. Tip of the cap to them.
So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. Taken in the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
And now we move our focus to Stephon Diggs. They've got the lead. They haven't really had to utilize him all that much so far, but I guess if you're winning on the scoreboard, not too much to complain about.
Not at all, but you know those guys out wide, they want as many catches as they can possibly get. They may need him later on if things get a little tighter.
Yeah, so far 2 catches. We'll see what happens here as the game progresses. Just what you want on a first down run. Call it 8 yards, and it's 2nd and 2. Now Bridgewater. Ebron caught left side. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 11 yards there, first down.
Nice job there of utilizing his big target. He didn't overthink it. Understands the catch radius, understands that he knows how to use his body to keep defenders away from the ball, and puts it right out there for the nice pickup.
On the draw, they go to Geis, pushing forward for 3 up to the 48.
The ball carrier.
If you're looking for glory, looking to get your name in the headlines, you do not want to play nose tackle. But how about what we just saw there? The ability to hold people up, take out extra blocks, and actually slip them and make a tackle on that play. That's big time.
Now he dumps this off over the middle, and they'll get him down as he's inside the 40. Good work after the catch, gets him 15 and a first down.
So many times in my career, I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. As long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
And the Dolphins rush gets home. Down he goes.
Bridgewater.
I spent a lot of extra time preparing for this game, watching this offensive line, because they gave up 5 sacks last week in their loss. They just gave up another one now. They don't seem to be working together as a cohesive unit. Right? 4 guys might have it right, but the 5th guy is giving something up. They've got to find a way to all get on the same page.
A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for 3rd down.
And that was yardage that they needed there after the sack on 1st down. They didn't get all of it back, but now they look at 3rd down as a manageable situation, one that they have a much better chance of picking up.
He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27, the 40, the 20, 10, and he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown. That's a tough blow there offensively. Had a decent drive going. You've got the lead, and now things completely flip on you.
Yeah, because they've been dominating on both sides of the ball. But after that mistake there, it's got to be tough for them to look up and realize we're trailing in this ball game. I thought we had complete control.
Now the try here for the point after. And that will make this a 4-point game. So the defense creating some points, not only getting the interception, but then returning it to the end zone for the pick six. So they throw the pick six. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. That'll be taken about a yard deep. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there.
6-yard line.
There again is the running back as he trots onto the field. Now he's having himself a little bit of a banner game. His team right now, though, losing.
Needs a little bit of help, and I kind of equate it to a basketball game where you have the big score, and sometimes your strategy is, okay, he can go ahead and have all of his points. Let's hold down everyone else, and that's the way you win the game. And right now, he needs everyone else to start scoring, quote-unquote, as he's been.
Yeah, and he's hoping to keep it close so maybe they can keep it on the ground, not start to go through the air as much.
And now time will be called here as Washington has an injured player down on the field.
While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. Bridgewater to throw it. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. Geis. And a good job defensively. They stop him short of the first at the 32. It'll be a gain of 7, but I'd imagine we'll see the punt team here on 4th down.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Here he is, the man taking the snaps under center, heading out for the next possession. He's got the lead here in the 2nd quarter. He's thrown the touchdown, but also an interception. As a quarterback, is that interception, even though you're playing while your team's got the lead, does that always stick in the back of your mind a little bit?
For the best ones, it just upsets them that they did that because they don't think there should be any blemish.
But he cannot avoid the pressure as the Washington pass rush gets home.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
Going right side here, and that's complete. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the first half.
3rd down.
On 3rd and 2, Wade. He's got his tight end, David Njoku. And he is out of bounds inside the 35. Well, that's one way to convert on 3rd down, picking up 26 yards.
1st down.
We often hear the phrase sure-handed tight ends, and he certainly fits into that category. Plus, he's got a quarterback who knows to look his way when they need a big pickup. And on this play, he finds it for the 1st down.
He'll buy some time right. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. To throw again, Wade. He'll get the 1st down and more inside the 20. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark it down at the 9. That one goes for 24 yards. And with that completion, he's now north of 200 yards here in the first half. Boy, a tough start for the second.
partner. They're less than 2 minutes to go in the game, which means that this challenge was initiated by the fellows in New York.
And if you're the coach, you're thinking, and oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. CD, I know it's just his second year in the league as a quarterback, but that's going to be one when he flips on the tape. He's like, I shouldn't have thrown that ball.
No doubt about it, and his coaching staff will be emphatic about he shouldn't have thrown that ball. But remember, second year, as you noted, on-the-job training, so he's got to take this feedback that he's getting, negative or otherwise, and turn it into positives moving forward.
Kelvin Harmon, the man he was looking for, and that'll bring up second down.
20-yard line.
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground. And he'll just keep two hands on the football as he'll be taken down after a short pickup. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down. And now they'll take a timeout defensively. After the second down play, they burn the timeout, making him sweat out the final few ticks here in the second quarter. Once again, they'll keep it on the ground. And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with fourth down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens. And likely time for one final play here in the half, so they will go for it on fourth down. And he hits his tight end, Ebron. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. An abbreviated halftime show as we get rolling to quarter three.
Washington 13.
The Dolphins in front, and they'll be in possession of the football first as the second half gets started. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard short. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And the interception thrown in the red zone last time. We'll see if they can rebound.
I just have to think the last thing he said as they went back out there was, don't do that again. What do you think?
Well, this is taken in. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
First down.
Well, he's definitely a big target out there, listed as 6'4", and he used every one of those extra inches to go up and make that catch.
On first down, Wade. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's second down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Second and 10. Wade to throw it again. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
29-yard line.
Down Miami.
Throwing on first down, Wade. And that is caught. Touchdown, Miami. DJ Chark, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Dolphins add on to their lead. The fly route works for the TD ground.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Here's Landry. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And their halftime hole now even deeper. And they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at the half. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
Again, they run. Again, it's Geis. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So naturally, they will decline it. They got the first down anyway on the play.
Who needs a penalty when you picked up the first down through hard work and effort anyway? First down.
First down, Bridgewater. Open man is Robbie Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a first down again.
How about a guy proving his worth in different ways? Had a big play in the run game to play before. This time, they go right back to him in the passing game, and he comes through with yet another big play. That's why you work out so hard in the offseason, so you can stay on the field and accumulate big plays.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 46. Now a run with Geis. Pass left. There he goes, right side. Touchdown, Washington. A great play there. His 4th touchdown on the year.
And Washington has made this a one-score game.
We know it's primarily a passing league now, but anytime a runner breaks one like that,
and this is going to be intercepted. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. So now the Dolphins set to take over on offense. They're working on a 4-game winning streak, and they lead this one as well right now as they start 1st and 10. Off play action. Wade. This is the tight end, Njoku. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds.
They really love to get him into one-on-one opportunities, and this is one way. Work him out of the slot and create a mismatch. Who's going to cover him? Corner, safety, linebacker? He's got a way to beat all of those positions.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Wade being chased out left. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. 12 yards there and a first down.
We talk about mobility on quarterbacks all the time. Here's where it really pays off. Able to move, evade, and is accurate throwing on the run and picking up a first down.
On 1st down, nothing opening up really on the running play. Give him maybe a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Well, they're hoping that the second half is better for him than the first half. They've got to find a way to get him going. He's a big part of their offense.
At the 46-yard line.
To throw on 2nd down, Wade. And seeing nowhere to throw, he chucks this one away from harm. Incomplete. Now it's 3rd down.
It's 3rd down. And 9 yards to go.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Operating from the gun, Wade. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Kyle Fuller.
Kyle Fuller. The 3rd down.
He's added a begin, Charles. He had the pick six last week. Not a pick six here, but an interception.
It's another Oski, because that's the word we use when we intercept a pass. Oski tells your team to rally around and block for you. Well, that worked really well last week because he made it all the way to the end zone. This week he got...
And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. A great effort there with his second touchdown of the game and fifth on the year.
And Washington has retaken the lead.
He's given him a little jolt, just gave him the lead there, but 2 TDs now in the game.
And that jolt puts them in the lead. What a terrific job by him. He is carrying the ball and simply saying, I want to win.
And now he's hoping his defense has that mentality as they try to hang on to that lead. Now Bridgewater will lead the troops up to go for 2. Bridgewater. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2. So they make the decision. They want a 3-point lead versus a 2-point lead, and they got it.
Yeah, at this stage of the game, it seems like the exact right thing to do. Put a little pressure on your defense, but the biggest thing now is you're making the other team chase you.
Out on the field, and they will send this one away.
That'll be taken about a yard deep. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25.
Now out comes their leader and the captain of this offense back onto the field. He's likely still kicking himself from the interception last drive that wound up leading to a go-ahead score.
And he's going to assume all that came with that one, all right? That's all on him. But he also knows he's got to erase it from his mind and get back out there. This drive, very important.
They give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6.
I have to think a major focus of the halftime meetings had to be figuring out how to create space for the running game to get operating.
Well, what you pointed out to me at half seems accurate. That line has struggled to sustain blocks.
Yeah, I would agree with that totally. They've got to focus on staying on their double teams at the first level. Make sure that block's secured before they slide off.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line. A young quarterback, Charles, rolling to his right. I know he's right-handed, but is that one that maybe a veteran sticks in his pocket?
I think so, but you have to remember with young quarterbacks, it may take a few years before they get all the stuff out of them that they did earlier in their career or even in their college days when they were used to being dominant. In this case, the NFL veteran defense ended up winning the battle. Well, sometimes as a running back, you've got to be able to improvise when the hole's not where you expect it to be. But in this case, there wasn't any improvisation that he could do that was going to work. Kind of like if you're trying to be a comedian on open mic night at the Improv and you run into a tough crowd.
He'll get about 4 here, down to the 43-yard line.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
The Dolphins take over 1st and 10. At their own 16-yard.
The Dolphins offense now ready to go back out onto the field. They're sort of seeing themselves spiral out of control. Let's see if they can get things back on track.
And this is where the coach is walking that line of being calm and really being firm with his team. I had one tell me once, when we were having a tough patch, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. And if finally we kept having a rough patch, he said, but you got to do something to make it pass. And that's what they have to do. They've got to get some control back, get themselves reasserted, and calm things down.
See if they can get calm and reassert themselves here. Boy, nowhere to go at all on that 1st down run as they will get to him behind the line of scrimmage.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. He'll have a first down past the 40. And he takes it all the way up to the 47. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
Partner, if you want more carries, I think we saw how you get them. Showed that he's got the fresh legs, and he picked up the first down on that run. Don't just ask for them. Show them that you're supposed to get the football.
1st and 10, and they've got 3 tight ends out there. A jumbo package look.
Some extra space following the display of power. Down just inside the 45. A good run there on first down, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 2.
Brings up 2nd and 2 at the 40.
And a give this time to the tailback. And he'll be brought down, it looks like right at the 40. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
40-yard line. A gain of 4 yards. First down, Miami.
Back now at FedEx Field.
3rd quarter.
It's been a very hotly contested game to this point. Just a field goal separating these two teams as we get set for the 4th quarter. Running the sweep with McLaurin. And he'll get it down on the play to the 37.
Wide receiver.
Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
Defensively, they had that one pretty well figured out.
Yeah, one of the things about this play, it can be even more effective when you run a lot of motion, and there's plenty of times you don't hand it off.
Off the play fake. Wade. And he finds a man on a crossing route.
And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 9-yard line.
It's 19. That one good for a first down pickup of 18 yards. On the delay, here's Breida. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play there, 2nd down.
He has elite instincts from his linebacker spot. He's able to diagnose the run and flies in like a missile. He stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again, 2nd and 10. And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with touchdown number 12 on the year. And the Dolphins are once again going to retake the lead. A strong, determined run there, Charles, to get in for 6 points.
This is why it's such a team game, isn't it? And I know it sounds really generic and it sounds almost trite, but the blocks were made up front, offensive line, collective victory at the line of scrimmage and downfield. And how about the finish to the run all the way into the end zone?
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Fielded in the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
And the Washington offense going back to work. And they will be looking to answer the touchdown their defense just surrendered. Still a good chunk of time remaining here in the 4th quarter and a chance to regain the lead in a tight one.
A first down throw for Bridgewater. That'll be taken in by Anderson. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First down yardage on the first play of the drive, give him 14.
10 at the 39-yard line.
Out of the gun, Bridgewater. Quick hitter here, it's complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
On Diggs.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards.
At the 47-yard line.
Throwing, Bridgewater. And they'll set up shop right near midfield at the 49-yard line.
By the Dolphins.
Oh, timing is everything on a route like this. He tried to drive that football into a tight spot. And if you're a little early or a little late, chances are there's going to be someone there. And sure enough, this one's going the other way.
to 15 before they drop it. It's a gain of 34.
Charles, you said earlier this defense is probably going to need to hold these guys right around 20 or under that if they were going to have a chance. It was evident pretty early on that wasn't going to happen.
Yeah, they left 20 behind a long time ago in this game, didn't they? It looks like they're headed towards a big, big number. But 20 was the threshold because that kept them in the ball game and kept the pressure off of their own offense.
This offense has had a lot to like in this game. I don't know that last play, though, is going to make the highlight reel.
It's not going to make the highlight reel, but it will be the focus of the film session that the team has to sit through.
And he'll be forced out of bounds shy of the line of scrimmage, so that'll be credited as a sack.
That'll be a loss of a yard, and it leads to a third down.
To throw. Wade. His throw caught right around the 6. And they'll rally and stop him short of the first down at about the 6. It's a pickup of 13, but they're still a bit short, and it'll be fourth down.
Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me. I'm going to keep firing.
And he's able to pick up the first before he's brought down inside the 5 at the 4. They only got a couple, but a couple's all that they needed as they convert on fourth. So first and goal, 6 points here would go a long way toward wrapping this one up. Now it's Breida. And he'll take this into the end zone for a Dolphins touchdown. Matt Breida with his 13th touchdown of the year and second of the game. And the Dolphins are able to grow their lead. And he certainly played a pivotal role with those 2 TDs and why they're up on the scoreboard right now.
Well, someone's all about winning, aren't they? Because he's not worried about the number. Sure, it's great to have 2 touchdowns. But the bottom line is what he's doing is contributing to their lead. He wants to continue to do so.
Now this will make it into the end zone, and it'll come out to the 25 as he will not attempt to return.
25-yard line.
Getting set to go here, Teddy Bridgewater and company marches back onto the field.
With his guys trailing here in the fourth, he can ill afford a repeat of the interception that ended the last drive.
Yeah, you 2 scores down. You take it upon yourself now to play perfect or near perfect football. You want to get your team back into the game, but it's also tough to do when you're trying to avoid errors, yet still play perfect football.
A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's second down.
2nd and 9 at the 26-yard line.
Bridgewater now. Throwing over the middle, and it's incomplete. Stephon Diggs, his intended receiver, and it'll bring up third down.
It's now 3rd down and 9 yards to go.
Bridgewater. Got an open man, it's Harmon. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
They give him 16 yards there, and it's a Washington first down.
And in a 2-score game, obviously, every play, every third down, like we saw there, magnified, big pickup.
It was a huge pickup. What they really want, though, is to not even get to third down. They've got to maximize time and conserve as much as possible.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Back-to-back receptions for him, and it's another first down.
Washington, first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard.
So now 1st and 10 as they've crossed into Miami territory at the 47.
So it's Washington with the football here as we welcome you back.
And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. On 1st and 10, Bridgewater. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Dante Jackson picks it. There he goes left side. And he will bring it back. It's a pick 6 and a Dolphins touchdown.
And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a fourth quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
27.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away.
Taken in the end zone. And this will not be brought out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
Washington ready to try again on offense. And they unfortunately are staring at a mini losing streak developing, trailing here in the fourth quarter. This would be their third straight defeat.
Back to it after the pick six. Bridgewater. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. Down the numbers. There he goes. Touchdown, Washington. Robbie Anderson. His second touchdown on the season.
And Washington able to close the gap just a bit.
And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
They knew they needed a miracle. They had to have that onside kick. They didn't get it.
Well, as we knew, even before they put the toe to the leather on that one, their chances of getting that done, slim and none. And I do believe we saw Slim just leave the door, didn't we?
We did indeed. I think we're down to none.
He's got the first down here inside the 30.
And he will take it in for a Dolphins touchdown. A big play there. His sixth touchdown of the season. And the Dolphins are able to extend that advantage.
I guess when you look back on it, it was just a matter of time until he popped a big one like that. And, you know, at halftime, you and I discussed it. They had done a nice job on him in the first half. But there were a couple of occasions where it felt like he might wiggle out of traffic and take it to the house. Finally here in the second half, that got done.
Fielded in the end zone. And he'll just take a seat, and the drive will begin at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Now we get another look at Washington on offense.
Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. On second down, Bridgewater again. And he's got it complete to Anderson.
And Washington now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts.
As he'll talk it over here before what will be an important third down. To throw is Bridgewater. Ebron's got it. And he's brought down, but not before picking up the first with a very effective stiff arm.
Washington.
To the air again with Bridgewater. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
4 yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6.
At the 45-yard line.
Bridgewater again. Catch is made. It's Harmon. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 38-yard line. 17 yards that time and a Washington first. He gets it in the hands of Geis. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. Second and right at a yard. Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 26 seconds to go in the football game. To throw again on second down. Bridgewater. And boy, that one drops incomplete, but if he was hit a fraction sooner, it may have been a fumble. This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll throw again. Bridgewater. And And that is incomplete. So 17 seconds now on the clock here.
After what they faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, it has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
He's going to have his running back. It's complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. And a timeout coming in. This will be their final one with 10 seconds remaining. The fourth down run successful. Now they look to pay it off on first down. From the red zone now, Bridgewater. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3.
Today's final score.
A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for Miami, they're setting themselves up as a major contender as they move to 8-1 now on the year. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for Washington, they fall 2 games under 500 now at 3-5. And they will be at home next week to take on the New York Giants. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.